this out. I'm looking to see if this works, right? So for me, we've been trying to do the Facebook Live, as you've known, for the last couple of weeks, trying to give you that podcast, the visual element. You guys can watch kind of the Sunday nights, what's really happening, and seeing things before it gets to the edited version with the podcast. But I figured real quick, we'll do a quick little recap while I'm trying out the StreamYard, see how it works. I had mentioned it on the podcast. You may have heard it by now, but first night, opening night of the league last night, MMSSL really going. MerrimackDraftLeague.com is where you can find the schedules, scores, and some of the stats we're going to be keeping. I think the first thing was we got all the bats tested last night. Easton, really, whoo, baby, they did not want to have anything passing compression. But no, it was good. It was nice to get everything tested, everybody going away. So that took a little bit of time. So thanks to the board members, Benny, Johnny, Raymond, Jim, for testing all those bats. It's not a fun one. I know I threw that story out there when one of my failed. I was actually shocked my Boomba failed. I bought that for whatever, cheap, and I thought it was just going to be a log and a whole compression forever. It's been my BP bat. But, everyone said the same story. Oh, this just passed. I've put 50 swings on it. I said it. With one of my bats too. So when the Boomba, I'm like, I've only been hitting this thing with BP. How the hell? But you deal with it, and away we went. So first off, thanks for that. Great first night. Like I said, we had a little bit of rain towards the end of the night, a little sprinkle. That never hurt anybody from leaving. Everybody, you feel the energy was all over the place. So first game, 6:30s, A&D Plumbing beat Tomahawk Tavern 21-14. That's Dustin Merrill's team. Well, Colby Boulet's team, but Dustin Merrill's on it, one of the pod guys. Picked that game. I think that was a unanimous decision from everybody on the podcast about A&D winning that game. So right off the bat, the boys were looking good. VFW beat New Hampshire Irrigation 23-8. New Hampshire Irrigation started off a little shorthanded, especially with a couple guys that struggle against 6:30s Monday night games early in the season. So that was tough. Put V in a bind. They had a lot of guys who kind of some work things popped up. So, it's league. So sometimes that happens, unfortunately. But it was a good battle. And VFW, Benny and Johnny, they've been putting that team together, and they've got a good squad going. So 23-8, VFW wins the 6:30 game at Martell. Holtz holds on to win 10-9. Now, this game was a lot close. The score looks like it's a little closer than it indicated. Monahan, I heard, had only scored one run until the 7th inning, and then they put up 8. So Holtz holds on by the skin of their teeth. I did pick them to also be in the toilet bowl and win this game. So I don't want to hear it, but I got you. The primetime game was Peterson Painting versus Boomers. Hell of a game. 25-17, we won. We were going up. We were up pretty big going into the 7th. Boomers scored some more runs. Boomers is a good team. Thought that game actually may be a little closer. They're missing a couple guys. But, man, it was fun. It was fun to finally be under the lights and in a primetime game. Everybody was around. All the teams were, bats were getting tested. So after the game, guys are coming over. It was just great to see. Great to be back at the field. So really, so far we've got 4 of the 5 games. 4 games, I'm undefeated. I've picked all 4 games properly. I left the field. I had to leave the field a little early last night. Couldn't stay for the late game. I said, you know what? Buckley was on the Buckley team last year. We won the championship. I'm saying they're not going to let me down. And Jesus, they got beat in bad by Regional. Chad Lawrence said, you cut me from the podcast. I'm going to cut up your predictions. I'm going to beat you down here. And Regional beat down Buckley 32-20. Beautiful thing is a lot of chirping within Regional. Love to see it. Dearborn going after Cy. Lovely thing. Cy's getting chirped a lot, and Cy's just kind of shoving it up everyone's ass. I love to see this. It's great. Cy coming out. Positive Cy's still there. He's being a beautiful human. He's not taking the bait. He's getting chirped by the umps. He's getting chirped by the other players. He's getting chirped by his team. He's not biting it. He's a great one. So that's the first night. 5 games. Lowest score was 10-9. Everything else was a pretty high scoring affair. Everything looked good. It's great to get the boys out. And really, hopefully, we can play Wednesday. Probably going to be a rain out, would be my guess, unless the forecast changes. But wanted to just more test this out for Bring It when we are going to. This will be, probably a common occurrence, especially Sunday nights. Hopefully we can use this stream to get it to go to Facebook Live, and away we go. So, hey, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hearing a little quick recap, and we'll talk to you soon.